Hello, YouTube. So, I am. This is my second or third attempt trying to film this video, so that's why I went ahead and just did it live because, whatever happens, happens at this point. That's why this is called hashtag mom. Oh, sometimes things don't always go the way you plan them. So, we're just gonna try to follow the dots. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to follow the dots today. Um, so I have my notes here. Y'all know I can't do anything without notes. So I want to talk about things that have become a part of my mom life that I'm just explaining, things that I'm constantly retweaking, um, and things that are going to explain why I'm changing again. I'm constantly changing things for this channel, about what I'm going to film because, um, again, how I film is I do this, I try to keep it as live as possible. And it always is. Uh, it just doesn't always get uploaded as live. I have zero editing whatsoever I do to videos. I don't count making a thumbnail an edit because I can take that picture, put it through PhotoGrid, and then I have a thumbnail. Okay, because I do everything from my phone. So everything is live. Uh, it is life as it happens. I just don't always stream live because the quality can be really bad sometimes. So I'm hoping this is coming in just fine. Real quick, if you don't know who I am, hello, my name is Sarah Taylor. I am a wife, mother, and business owner, and this is how I manage it all. What I'm going to talk about today are things from potty training. I had my experiences with that, which we're nowhere near potty trained in this house, and Jackson isn't. Jackson's nowhere near potty trained. Um, we're getting there. The steps are getting there. My food shopping has changed. If you haven't seen from the girls, that's changed a bit. My meal prepping days have changed, and how I meal prep has changed. And I've been working with that for a few weeks, and it has been so successful. So my laundry's changed. Everything's changed, and how I manage stress has changed too, and it's changed for the better. Um, and it when you're somebody who struggles with depression and anxiety, even the smallest things can feel like the world has just exploded in front of you. Um, and I'm learning how to take a step back and decide if what I'm feeling is based off of fact or is it based off of feeling. Because as long as you stick to the facts, it's easier to not be overwhelmed or upset. Um, doesn't always work, but there's got to be some positive coping mechanism that I can try. So, and that's working. So, uh, I have got first on my list. See, I made a big list. I did like a big brain dump on this paper that says shopping list, and it says, talk about broken dishes. I've been breaking quite a few dishes lately, quite a few. Um, talk about laundry, potty training, decluttering. I've been doing a lot of that. Um, and food shopping and meal prep. And number 7 is talk about wisdom teeth. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just tackle uh, broken dishes because it's really brief. So I have been breaking a lot of dishes. I actually cut my finger last night washing dishes. And it's one of them obnoxious cuts where it's like there's way more blood than there should be. Like when it's dripping all the way down to my elbow just for this little teeny tiny don't need stitches cut, it's aggravating. Uh, so I broke glass last night. I have broken one plate, and they're ceramic plates too. I've chipped another plate. I've chipped mugs. I am. I think the reason that's happening is because I am choosing to hand wash dishes rather than constantly keep the dishwasher running because that dishwasher, it's not always helpful. Okay, like it ends up being I'm not washing dishes because the dishwasher's full. I don't feel like unloading it, you know. And then I would have a sink full of dishes for like a day or two, and then they start living on the counter and crawling on the counter, and then it was not motivating. Um, so I use that thing when I have like large guests over. Maybe if I'm sick or if I can't bend over a whole lot that day or something. I don't know. It's also an obnoxious place. It's right in front of where we do all our food prep. So I've been doing a lot more hand washing for dishes. So my hands are super tore up. Ooh, thankfully you can't see them on camera. A little bit. They're not terrible. They've been way worse before. They only bleed a little bit. But I have had to plan differently just because I can't keep breaking shit. Because I found that I was not paying attention and I was trying to rush. I think that was the whole point of me putting it on this paper, is that I found that I was constantly rushing when I had a dishwasher, which is weird because it's supposed to be convenient, but it actually became inconvenient. Um, so if you're having a rough time or you're starting out your mom life and you're learning how to be deleted, I don't know how I feel about that word, but that's the easiest way I can describe it. Your housewife life. Don't be upset with yourself. I've broken so many dishes and all you can do is like, crap, how'd this happen? Oh, I was just trying to do too much at once. Or I have put things on my glass top stove and I've melted them clear through, forgetting that I had left the burner on and I had turned it off to cool. And it was still hot. I've melted plastic to that thing. Uh, it happens. Give yourself some grace. Laundry. Laundry has changed because of potty training. So a while back I talked about how I cannot afford pull-ups. And even if I could, I refuse to pay an everyday price for those pull-ups. Because think about this. You get about, let's say 22 to maybe 28 pull-ups a pack, okay? If you're really using them for what they're for and not treating them as diapers, you're going through pull-ups left and right. You're going through pull-ups like at least 6 times a day, okay? Because accidents happen. That's the whole thing of potty training. So in less than a week, you're having to buy another pack. Each pack, if you buy from Walmart or Target, I think if you get the Huggies brand, you can get them for $8.99. So you're at least spending anywhere from $16 to $17 a week on pull-ups. Now, that is crazy to me because it just contributes to this throwaway mentality that we have instead of what moms used to have to do, which was wash the dirty underwear. It's way more affordable just to rewash the dirty underwear. Now, yes, they will have messes, they will have leaks, and your house will have accidents too. Okay, they will have accidents in the house. That sounds awful and terrible, but all of those things can happen with pull-ups too. So you're really not saving yourself any kind of mess, because with pull-ups, for one, it takes longer to potty train because they don't understand the difference between a diaper and a pull-up. So they're not grasping the concept that they should not go in their pants. When you put them in regular underwear or training pants, which are better, by the way, then they feel uncomfortable and they start getting in this routine. Oh, I had an accident. I need to go tell mom I had an accident. And he's doing that. And then he knows where to go when I say, okay, let's go get new pants. He knows where to go. He understands words like step in, step out, hold on to mommy, feet first. He's learning these things through repetition. So I don't expect him to fully grasp potty training until he's about 2.5, maybe even closer to 3. And I'm okay with that. Because I will have already made the investment of buying these training pants, which they're not even that expensive. I got an 8-pack for like 20 something dollars, maybe even 25. Like, that's not terrible at all. And I got them on Amazon. And I'm Prime, so if you're Prime, you get your free shipping. So, and they were here quick. If you don't have Prime, you don't want to order online, I have bought the 2T to 3T size underwear because he's a small kid uh, from Walmart. They work. They're not as thick, so expect a heavier leak. But at least you get like 7 or 8 in a pack for $10. So that's where we are with that. He does do pull-ups overnight because it will take any kid longer. Jackson. It will take any kid longer to. He's gonna mess with my lights. He's standing at the light switch. That noise you were hearing, he was pushing a container across the floor so he could stand on it to mess with the light switch. I'm gonna move on because I can't. I have tried to film this a lot today. So light goes on and off. Welcome to mom life, okay? Mom life. So I guess to wrap up potty training, it is so much cheaper to just do these because now I am hoping I can get away with only having to buy. Ooh, you good? You good? Okay. I'm hoping I can get away with only having to buy 2 packs of overnight pull-ups. We do buy the overnight ones for him to sleep in because, again, he's going to be in that pull-up for at least 10 hours. And sometimes if I catch him in time, I'll put one in for nap time too. It's really the easiest. I have almost stopped putting him in those for nap time because he's been waking up dry. And then there are times he wakes up wet. So what I'm doing this weekend to help with that is I'm buying some special cleaning products. I'm going to buy some stain lifters, some disinfectant, and some sanitizing stuff and help with that. But even purchasing those products plus the reusable underwear and training pants, it's still cheaper than buying all those pull-ups a month. But if you're spending, let's say you spend like $17 a month on pull-ups. Okay, not a month. Ooh, that'd be cheap. That's what I'm hoping for. A week. Okay, let's say you do that. Their large case of 72, I want to say, is anywhere from $25 to $35, depending on where you buy it. So let's say you have to buy 2 to 3 cases of those a month. Let's say that. And of course, you're still buying wipes, but wipes are really cheap. So that's mucho money expenso right there, okay? Because after I buy these, I don't have to buy these underwear again. Yeah, I'll have to buy laundry stuff, but I was already buying laundry stuff, and it's just so much easier. It's so much easier to have to deal with this. And the whole reason I wanted him to potty train is because I didn't want to pay for pull-ups anymore. You know how much they are at Walgreens? Their Walgreens brand, which is terrible, by the way. Don't waste your money. It's $12.99 for a pack of pull-ups, and they're awful. You get more coverage in a maxi pad. I'm just saying. So the diaper industry, I hate them. But laundry is connecting to potty training. It's changing because I am going to look at buying some kind of like laundry sanitizer for my machine just to keep it clean. I think I can just run it through with some like vinegar or something. You could use bleach, but I'm allergic to bleach and I keep a bleach-free home. So that won't work for me. But I use a dye-free hypoallergenic laundry soap and it gets the stains out. I have not had to stain treat any of these underwear. What I do after he has had an accident in the underwear or training pants, I will rinse it out in the bathtub. Okay, so if there's like any big solids, I put those in the toilet and I make sure Jackson sees it so that he's gonna connect, this is where this goes. He has to be a part of it. I have had him clean out his own dirty underwear so he can understand this is what happens. That has made a big difference. He's a part of laundry now. to an extent. He's 2. He puts clothes down the laundry chute. He puts clothes from the washer to the dryer as I hand them to him. He likes to put his own clothes away. So he gets to be a part of the process. I'm probably going to buy a scent booster just because I hate having unscented laundry soap, but I needed to just to make sure he wasn't going to have any allergies, and he doesn't. So that's a blessing. But it's working out great. I didn't have to do any like harsh chemical sprays. I thought I was going to have to go buy like Shout or spray and wash, or what's the other one? It's like not Clorox. OxiClean. I haven't had to do anything like that. I haven't had any like pre-treat. But yeah, that's how potty training is influenced my laundry. So I do have laundry to do every day, but it's not overwhelming. The hardest part about my laundry is just putting it away. Folding it takes no time at all. Washing it and drying it, the machines do the work for me. So seriously, whose time is that really wasting? Nobody's. They're working on their own. It's just putting it away. So, I've got decluttering on here. I have been on a huge decluttering kick because it was a part of my September goal that I didn't get finished, so it rolled into October, and I have decluttered a lot of what I want to get rid of. Like, for example, oh goodness, so sorry. This box behind me, it's full of stuff that we no longer need, or things we were never using, or things we got doubles of at the wedding shower and we used them up and now we're on to the other one, so stuff like that. And I have a huge thing of just junk that needs to go to Goodwill. So hubby and I have been talking about that. We're gonna rent a like U-Haul truck, a small one, very small, like one of the like little pickup ones you can get for $20, and just put everything in there and take it all at once. That probably scared people when I said U-Haul truck. I have just been trying to simplify life here. Also, the reason I also put this on Mom Life is that if you have children and maybe this is their first or second Christmas, like my son's, he's 2 this year, so really it's the first Christmas he gets to really participate in present opening. Last year he could care less, and the year he was born he was 3 months old and was asleep. So it's going to be a new experience for him. Be prepared for people to shower your child with toys, and they're going to overrun your house. So it's a good time to go through their toys that maybe are broken, or maybe toys they got doubles of and you can give to another kid who doesn't have those toys. This is just the perfect time of year for that. Thinking of others and teaching them, letting it be a teaching moment that there are other people who want to enjoy something that you enjoyed. And you can teach that to them even at a young age. Sharing is important to learn at any age, especially since he's not really an only child, but he runs solo by himself. There's no other tiny human around here. It's just me and him and the cats. And then part of the year we have my sister here. But even then, it's really important just to not let your life get overrun with stuff, because at the end of the day, it is just stuff. Where else was I going? Oh, decluttering your food pantry. This also, I would call this shelf cooking. I learned that term from Jordan Page from funcheaperfree.com. Amazing lady. She just had a beautiful baby. Check her out if you've not ever seen her before. But maybe decluttering that food pantry and donating some food that is not expired. Don't give expired food to donations. That's just mean. But like donating food that you guys aren't going to eat, or maybe you didn't like and you bought it in bulk and you're like, all right, we ate it once, I don't want to eat 7 more times, let's go give it to somebody else. That really hits home for us, because Christopher and I, when we first started dating, we were really struggling to get on our feet. And there was a period of time where we were fed from a food pantry. And I will never, ever, ever forget how life changing it was to get that giant grocery cart full of food reeled out to the back of your car, and it was there because it was emergency food and it was needed. So something I have on my bucket list this year. I'm actually making a bucket list. My holiday bucket list, I'm going to call it. I would like to donate as much food as I can to my local food pantry. So, with that said, food shopping has changed for us. So, we are Prime members now. So, we started to see if it made more sense to abandon our Costco membership. When it comes time to renew it, whether we renew it or not. It's not up for renewal, I think, until April, maybe May. I can't remember. But it's still something to think about because that's a huge chunk of money. I had started creating a list of annual fees. Like what do we pay once a year, and is it really worth paying it once a year? And the cost of Prime is cheaper than the cost of Costco. And Prime feeds more of what we need right now. They also almost never run out of what we need, and Costco tends to run out of what we need. And I don't ever have to worry about lines or checkout. I like free shipping, so that's nice. I can also use that Prime membership at Whole Foods, so that's changed how we grocery shop. Real quick, my last grocery shop I did from Whole Foods, I was doing price breakdown briefly, and I talked about what we had spent. I subtracted the cost of dinner that night from the cost of husband's obnoxious coffee luxuries. The man bought $12 worth of coffee beans and 2 coffee drinks. I think they were like 2 for $6 or something like that. And I subtracted the cost of all of that. And I ended up spending like $85 or $89 on groceries. And I went to Whole Foods without a list, without a meal plan. I just went there to see what was there. And I spent $85 on food. And that food really lasted us all week. I was really impressed. There were some there was one Prime deal, 2 Prime deals I took advantage of. One was a yellow tag and it came with the extra 10% off, and then the other one was a strict blue tag. You had to be a blue tag to get that. So I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy. The only thing I don't like is that they're pretty far from us, but it's still cheaper than going to Costco. So far, I'm not quite ready to say goodbye to Costco just because it's holiday time and they bring out different stuff for holiday time. Also, because I haven't checked out our restaurant store around the corner where they serve 2 restaurants. So everything's in large portion there, but you don't have to have a business license to shop there. It is open to the public, and that's less than 2 miles from my house. So that alone is a bulk food store. So I don't really even if I didn't have Prime, I have a free bulk shopping place around the corner for me. What is the point of having Costco? So yeah, food shopping has changed, and I wanted to let you know what I did spend at Whole Foods. I am not sure if I'm going to go there tonight. Husband is supposed to be picking me and Jackson up because we need to go to the dentist, which brings me to my before I hate talking about this stuff. Okay. Before I talk about my wisdom teeth, meal prepping. Meal prepping has changed for me. I am prepping ingredients rather than whole meals. I will still prep whole meals, but only when it's things like the month of November. So I'm probably going to have some meals coming up, or December. December's a busy month for everybody. So, and those will really just be like crock pot meals I can make for the carnivores, and then my stuff can just stay fresh as is. and I can just make it as to what's available. I have a lot of vegan freezer meals that I can make for myself. I just don't have the containers to store them in right now. And I'm trying to reduce the amount of Ziploc bags I use because that is so wasteful. But I can't save the world all at once. So do what you can, you know? Um, but husband's picking us up today. We're getting our checkups today. We scheduled a checkup. I think we're supposed to get them like for free twice a year or something like that. And I haven't been in 2 years. Before that, I think I hadn't been in like 7 or 8 years. I don't have bad teeth. I don't have bad teeth. Oh, I might have something stuck in it because I just ate. Oh, gross, guys. Ooh. Mom life. Okay. Anyways, but oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I called him yesterday. Said I don't care what you do. You need to get us in to go see somebody because your wisdom teeth are exposed and you got like a raw nerve thing going on and um this one up here hurts. Okay, I have one that's growing in, I think one growing in horizontally, the other ones are growing in like diagonally, and I think the reason why I can't really feel this one that much is because it's growing in like in my sinus. So all of these things terrify me. I've never had a single tooth removed before in my life, so this is going to be awful. Um, I'm also supposed to be a bridesmaid in 2 weeks, and I'm not sure I can wait 2 weeks. I don't know what kind of swelling or bruising is going to happen. I don't know how I can take care of a 2-year old and be recovering from wisdom teeth removal. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It really terrifies me. So we're supposed to go today to go get that done. Uh, if I have time and if I'm up to it, I'll go grocery shopping. Otherwise, I'll go tomorrow after I'm done visiting my friend. So if you don't get a grocery haul video tonight, that's why. Um, I think that's everything for mom life. Uh, I have a small note on here where I want to talk about my uh, handmade cosmetic stuff. So I talk about being a business owner on here, but I don't ever really get into detail. Um, and that's because I have been in a curing process. I have had a 4 to 6 week cure on a particular product, and I need to test it out because now it's safe and ready to use, uh, and see if I like the formula. And if I want to start moving forward with that same formula and tweaking and manipulating it to how I need it to work. Or do I need to start doing a different formula? So I am a uh, soap maker. Okay, so I have made soap. It's I bought a kit from brambleberry.com, and it's in the fragrance apple sage, and it is amazingly smelling. It's very light, but it smells like fall. They are low top bars, which means they don't have all these fun, designs sticking out the top of the bar or anything like that. Those are cool, but that's way advanced for me. They don't have any pigment to them. Uh, they are vegan, and I actually was gifted a lotion kit from. I hate when that happens. I was gifted a lotion kit from my mother-in-law for my birthday, and my husband bought me the bath bomb kit, both from Brambleberry. I won't be able to sell. Oh, excuse me. I won't be able to sell the bath bomb kit because it has an ingredient in there that I don't want to put as a part of my line, but I'll still use it to make it home and to get experience working with other ingredients that I will be using. And it's a project for me to do with my daughter. So there's that. But the lotions, I'll be able to sell those. I'll be able to sell those. So I'm quite happy about that. If I like this formula for the soap, I'm hoping to move forward and start production on a spearmint fragranced soap. I think that would be a nice gender neutral soap, and I think that would be nice for the time of year. I think that'll even work going into the new year. Um, and I'm hoping that I could experiment with maybe a gingerbread soap, because I don't know. I'm hoping I can do that. I only have 10 bars of the soap because I did one loaf mold just because I wasn't sure if I was going to like the formula. I'm selling these bars at $7 a piece. So I have to talk to my husband and see where he's at on building my website. Please get off that. Jackson, he climbed on my end table. Ooh, I gotta wrap this video up. Anyways, I have a handful of people who, while they were curing, got a chance to smell them, were like, when they're ready, I'm gonna buy. So I don't know how many I have left, but I'm hoping that I can at least sample one bar out and show you what it looks like. But yeah, that's what I'm working on, and I never ever talk about what business I have, and it's a very 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 beginner business. Like, I've only made one product, so I don't know if you can technically call it a business, but it's something that I'm learning how to do. I'm in the learning process right now because it's a science to do cold process soap. It is a science, it is a chemistry, and you have to know what you're doing, and you have to be safe because you are working with lye at the end of the day. And I have a 2-year-old and I have cats, which may as well be toddlers. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Thanks for hanging out with me in my mom life. This is what's been going on with me. I can tell you, things have just been so much better. Things have been so much better since we moved here. I'm happier. I'm sleeping better. Husband and I are trying to grow our family. You know, we're trying to have another baby, and it's just so nice to be nested. It's so nice to be nested and to not know that, all right, we've been here so many months. Let's start thinking about where to move next, because that's what my life has been for the last 11 moves. And I'm not doing that anymore. I've moved 11 times in the last 8 years. I'm done with that. So I'm enjoying being nested. So yeah, thank you so much for sitting with me on this Friday and just sitting and talking. And thank you to my new YouTube subscribers. I love you guys. I try to subscribe to whoever subscribes to me. So if I haven't subscribed, send me a message. Send me a message and I will be sure to check out your channel. So thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't, go ahead, hit like and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on Raising Taylor's Moments Instagram account. That's where I post a lot of stuff. Almost every day I post something there. And it's like 60 seconds in the moment. Sometimes it's easier just to post that just because, again, I don't do any kind of editing. And it's hard to get a quality live video on a consistent basis from YouTube. So anyways, bye for now and blessed be.